Hello everyone, I will be giving a quick presentation on how to set up your Vestibular First goggles. We have written instructions at vestibularfirst.com in the guide section for your convenience as well. As we open our goggles for the first time, we should see our card with a quick start guide, along with a shortened web address that will take you to the setup page. And on the other side is our session guide with quick tips. Our first step for setting up the goggles will be to plug them into your computer. Our goggles have two USB plugs. If your computer does not have enough ports, or only has the newer USB-C port, you will need a USB adapter or hub. This is one example of a USB hub, but anything similar should work. Now that the goggles are plugged in, we will need to download the software installer. Click on the OBS download button, which will take you to the download page. Remember to select your correct operating system, Windows or Mac. For all the Mac users out there, please note there are two versions, one with those with Intel chips, and for those with the new M chips. In my case, I am on a Windows computer, so I will be selecting Windows. Click Download Installer. The next step is to install the software. Once the installer has been downloaded, run the installer. Note that install permissions are needed, so please reach out to your IT department or rep if needed. To set up the software, click Next. Next one more time. In this window, you're able to select where your destination folder will be. If this is a good location, click Install. Click Finish, and OBS should launch. If not, it should be on your desktop. Once the program is installed, you should have a shortcut on your desktop to launch the program. The first time you launch OBS, the Auto Configuration Wizard should pop up. If it does not, you can launch it by clicking on Tools, and then Auto Configuration Wizard. Yours may look a bit different depending on which version of OBS is being installed, but please make sure you select Optimize just for recording, I will not be streaming. Then click Next. On this page, please write down the base canvas resolution number. Mine is 1920 by 1080, but yours may differ. You will need this number in the next step in order to download the correct resolution template. As to the FPS setting, please set it to 30. Click Next, and then Apply Settings. The next step, part 3 of the setup instructions, is to download the correct template for your computer. If you did not write down or remember your screen resolution, you can find it in Settings. On the left-hand side, click on Video, and the top number, base canvas resolution, is your screen resolution. Mine is 1920 by 1080, but yours may differ. Now, as we go to part 3 of the setup instructions, we will need to input your screen resolution number here and select the correct platform for Windows or Apple. Then click Download. Please note you will not be running the file. It needs to be imported into OBS. Our next step is to import and activate the template. In OBS, click on Scene Collections at the top. Click Import. The first time you launch, you will have the Automatically Find option. Please select No. On the next window, called Scene Collections Importer, click Add in the bottom right, and navigate to where your template was saved to. Select the template and click Open. Make sure the checkbox to the left is checked before clicking on Import. Next, we'll need to activate the template, so back to Scene Collections, and we should see it at the bottom. Please click on it. Our next step is to link the cameras. In the Sources box, double left-click on Camera 1. In the middle, we'll see the words Device. Click on the box next to it. Select Left Eye. And then click OK. Double left-click on Camera 2. Again, in the middle, in the box, click on it and select Right Eye. Then click OK. Next, we have the room camera. The room camera is used to record both you and the patient. Double left-click on Camera 3. And next to Device, select the camera you want to use as your room camera. Most will use the built-in webcam on your computer, but in my case, I'm using an external webcam, which is called HD Pro Webcam. Then click OK. Our final step is the recording settings. In the bottom right corner, click on Settings. On the left-hand side, please make sure we are in the General tab. In the second box called Updates, please uncheck the Automatically Check for Updates on Startup. This will turn off update reminders and allow you to update according to your own needs and schedule. Next, scroll down about halfway for System Tray, and you will want to uncheck the Enable box. This will ensure when you close the program, it closes completely. Next, on the left-hand side, click on Output. Not the top section, but the bottom section, we're looking for Recording Path. This is where your recordings will be saved to. You can change this to any available location by clicking Browse and navigating to any available location. Once you are in the correct location, click Select Folder. Next, we'll be making sure the recording quality is set to high quality medium file sizes. Underneath, the recording format should be set to MPEG-4 for Windows computers. However, if you are on a Mac computer, you'll want to set it to QuickTime.mov. Since I am on a Windows computer, mine will be set to MPEG-4. Underneath there, the video encoder. For most users, this should be set to Software X264. However, if your computer has a dedicated video card, you will want to use the correct hardware selection. Lastly, click OK to save all the settings, and your goggles are all set up.